It was war in the air. The weapon of mass destruction had to be brought, and massive destruction it did. Lee had to win at all costs, and winning he did. Welcome to round 3 of the Zambian Rally Championship, the Planet Spares Rally, where win means war and nothing has to be left to chance. What will the world be without the mighty Ford Fiesta R5? After winning 3 previous Zambian titles and the African Rally Championship last year, Leroy and Ashla were still hungry for yet another title, and they're on the way for a 4th championship win. Every stage had the title or the name written over Gomes as the winner. And before coming to this planet, we take you to another planet for the WRC, full throttle into the World Rally Championship, the only one on the African continent. And what will the world be without the World Rally Championship? Welcome to Kenya's Safari Rally 2023. And the world was being ravaged by a car that has become a symbol of locomotion all over the world.
And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I
And obviously the package included a sausage roll from Yaris, courtesy of Katsuta. And the epic between Carl Tundo and Karan Patel resolved in favor of Carl Tundo, as Karan made a 360 as he would later be thrown out of the rally, mistaken for issue on A3. The Toyota Yaris was once again at its best, sweeping all the top 4 places as it did last year. It took 30 years for Toyota to win 1, 2, 3 in last year's Safari Rally. But now it took it only 365 days to repeat a similar feat, with 1, 2, 3, 4 going to Toyota Yaris. And for a time, it seemed it was the only car in the world. And then now, let us listen to the car talk. That marked the end of the Safari Rally, the greatest motorsports event in the business, with 3 Toyota drivers on podium. Last year, it was Carrera Vampera who won the Safari Rally. This year, it was Sebastian Ogier.
For the winner of the 2023 WRC Safari Rally, it is Sebastian Ogier.
Fast forward to Zambia. Gom's racing team was to dominate the event with 5 cars. That will include an R5 Ford Fiesta. They were exchanging the Evolution 10 for a Ford Fiesta after Evolution disappointed them in their previous event in Indola. After a pile of issues when they finished at 5th. Welcome to Denmark Sports, where speed is low. Round 3 and 108.9 kilometers were at stake for the 10 contestants. The first stage running through the Zambezi ranching was herb, and soon Leroy was at it again as he did on the qualifying stage, quickest in the 14.29 kilometers. By a margin unseen in a very long time. Lee was moving like a hurricane, completing the stage in 9 minutes 41 seconds over Naidu, who was second in 10:29. Meaning the onslaught was so severe that Naidu was losing 3.5 seconds per kilometer on the Ford Fiesta. While Kyle finished third, just 5 seconds behind Naidu. Great stage, Lee was flexing his muscle even harder, now completely out of touch, finishing the stage nearly 4 seconds quicker per kilometer than the second quickest car of Kyle, who finished a full 76 seconds behind in 20.7 kilometers. As fifth Gomes carried on the mantra, make it a family affair. (15:49) his time, 32 seconds behind Kyle.
Strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision. Oh, can't you see? I'm on the move. Make way for me. So stand up for the champions. For the champions. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up for the champions. For the champions. Stand
it was clear that every stage Lee had a different adversary. This time it was Craven who finished second, while Lee would clock 12 minutes 11 seconds out of the 19.2 kilometer stage, meaning that he had beaten Craven by 59 seconds, which was nearly 2.5 seconds faster, as Naidu took on third 9 seconds behind Craven, even after a roar.
Hello, move.
After completing a service that was to last 30 minutes, cars were at it again.
You right?
Good, how are you? Much better today.
Much better.
I needed sleep.
Not the evolution.
I needed to sleep.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Tough. When the going gets tough, the tough get
And Leroy was unrelenting, fighting even harder, biting in his own time, a big chunk. From 9:41, now Lee was registering 9:23 out of the half stage. He was counting 19 seconds in on his own time, while Kyle was seduced 31 seconds on his own time, while Laston took on third at 10:54. For Lee, having won all the previous stages, there was no incentive to stop. He went on to win stage 5, a repeat of dry grid, this time taking a similar time as the last time through, as he had stopped to help Naidu, who had sausage rolled barely a kilometer to the finish. Kyle took on second a full 1 minute and 3 seconds behind Leroy, and last on another 48 seconds later to finish at third on great stage.
Our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions, stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up.
And as we went for the last stage, Lee had pronounced himself as the unbeatable and almost unchallenged as he cut further 10 seconds on his best time on Panya 1A. 12 minutes 1 second, the new time of the stage, while the second quickest car was Naidu, who had rolled 13:21 was his time out of the stage, while Carr took a back seat at 13:41, almost limping out of the stage as the rally came to an end.
Lee,
Hey, Dean.
tell me about what you went through today.
It was a nice race, Dean. I mean, you know, when you drive a car that's well prepared, that's built for combat, and you don't have any faults, then you enjoy the race. You know, I mean, and that's what I did. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the car performed very well, no issues, and you know, we got a victory. But it was good. It was good fun. You know, we tried a few things. You know, driving a lot more commitment. You know, I had a bad habit of short shifting, even with the sequential in Michileka. This time I was shifting on the shift lights, making sure that I shifted on the shift lights, a lot more committed through corners.
I'm told you're trying to beat Karan's times on the stages?
I did try. Well, there's only one stage that was the same. All the other stages did change, so there's only one stage that I could compete in, and
How was it?
I was only 2 seconds off him. And just to throw that curveball, I mean, he got his fastest time on his third attempt, so I got the fastest time on my second attempt. I think if I'd gone probably a third, I would have still probably improved a little bit. But it just, I was committed, very relaxed as I drove, but it just shows the caliber of what Karan can do when he drives and doesn't have any problems with his car. And again, you always, like I said, you'll always have that fight. Who is the best? Who is the best? It's and which country is leading in better drivers. My son tipped Zambia. I think he did. If I'm not mistaken, Sanford, he did, right? Seth tipped Zambia. Yeah, I'm gonna be the other guy, and I'll tip Kenya as having better drivers. It's purely to the conditions that they race in compared to us, and we've got amazing drivers. And the true test would be to have our best and Kenya's best in the same cars, and we fight. I think at that moment, if it's one-on-one, like I told Sanford, I would tip us as Zambia. But if you look at it collectively, I think Kenya's still up there. I mean, look, they've also going through a transition like us, where there's new generations coming up. And right now in Zambia, I think the new generation is only Seth. He's the only kid at the moment. And I don't see a lot of other people until we can get maybe more sponsorship coming through. In the olden days, you had Uncle Muna and them, and then their kids came through. Uncle Farouk and Uncle Azim, and now Farouk. Their kids came through, but now there's a big gap. I guess we went on top of our A game in terms of having kids, but there's a big gap between the next lot of possible future champions. So it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, you can start a trophy business now. All right, players of Class D, make some big noise, ladies and gentlemen, for the team of Kumaren Naidu and Anish Javeri. It's Mamba / Day trophies today. The Class A winners, all the way from the Copper Belt. Should I mention the name? No. Who can guess? Couple Trouble, car number 1. The reigning national championship leaders, the reigning African champions, goodness me. Another warm round of applause. Right? Okay. Team winners. So the team prize goes to Lusaka's taking a hammering, eh? Goes to the Copper Belt again. Make some noise for the Gomes Racing Team. Members of the Gomes, please come and receive your trophies. Even Masouz, you are here. Okay, let's be in the picture. Yeah. Big as weak as is as strong as his weakest link, and you can see it's quite
run events. I'm sure the times and everything were on point and everything, so it was a good and well run event. Thank you to the sponsors. Without you guys, we wouldn't have an event. Without the sponsorship money, the event wouldn't be possible. Thank you to the fans. And unfortunately we didn't finish the event, but I'm sure for the next one we'll be back stronger, and we'll finish it. Oh, one last thing, Uncle CJ, you beat Uncle Mujo this rally.
It's a massive stage for them. There's some noise driving the Toyota Runix. Alright, aerodynamics, we needed the roof to be lower so that the air goes over faster. Higher top speed. Nah, it was good. It's good to be back. Thanks to the organizers. It was a good event. We just need more competitors. But all in all, I enjoyed. I'm sure we all enjoyed. And my nav needs to speak because he was swearing me in the car. I hope you can hear. He needs to say what he told me in the car.
It's not your friendly.
It's not PG-13, sorry. I had that suspicion, eh? All right, guys, we'll keep it till, man. The troublesome one, the notorious Kyle Latif and Balvin Latif representing Gomes Racing Team. Another Gomes podium. Another Gomes podium. Make some noise. All right. Again, guys, more trophies for your fireplace.
It feels good to, I won't say be back, but it felt good for the event. The beginning was a bit rusty, very rusty. But towards the end, we got into it, and it was good, eh? Yeah.
Winner of the Planet Spares Motor Rally 2023, extending the national championship leading margin, chasing a 4th straight championship title, the reigning African champion. You have to invent a new lexicon of superlatives for these guys. All the way from the city of Ndola, the pride of the Copper Belt, car number 1, Ford R5. Ford Fiesta R5, why don't you make some noise? I said make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for the winners of this event, Leroy Gomes and Ashla Gomes. Hooray!
Exclusive from ZambiaMusicHits.com.
All right, woo!
It was a really good day for us. The car was amazing. It feels nice to jump in a car that you know is reliable and you race at max and enjoy every part of it and finish well with a clean car, no problems. We've had a few problems in the last 2 events racing our Evo 10, who is currently in surgery right now. I'm hoping she'll only come out after Monze so that we can have a reliable car for Monze. But thank you to the sponsors. Beautiful event for us. We've enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you to our sponsors, Gomes Racing Team, LG Travelers, Real Raw Health, Gomes Haulage Limited. We appreciate all your support always. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Leroy Gomes and Ashla had made a big statement that they were both the Zambian champion and African champion, taking the rally by the biggest margin in a long time, 7 minutes 47 seconds, where men had to be separated from boys.
I have vision, I know I can count on me, so stand up for the champ.